Hello folks! Anticipation in building up that the Galaxy S26 Ultra will bring one of the more significant camera upgrades that we've seen for the flagship model yet. It's high time, as recent upgrades have been quite evolutionary in nature. All sorts of rumors are circulating about the Galaxy S26 Ultra camera specs. One that has a lot of weight behind it is the return of variable aperture, a feature that Samsung had first introduced back with the Galaxy S9 but removed later on. This new leak paints a picture that's as exciting as it's improbable. A poster on X claims that the primary 200-megapixel sensor on the Galaxy S26 Ultra will feature variable aperture between f1.4 and f4.0. For the sake of comparison, the Galaxy S9 could switch between f1.5 and f2.4 apertures. If the feature is reincarnated along these lines, it would provide you with far more control in a wider range of lighting conditions. While the 50-megapixel camera isn't all too exciting, what's rumored to happen with the zoom cameras is decidedly so. Both existing sensors are said to be replaced, with the 10-megapixel 3x being swapped with a 50-megapixel sensor with 3.5x optical zoom. The second 50-megapixel sensor is claimed to have 8x zoom and 184mm focal length, an upgrade over the 50-megapixel 5x on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, which we first saw on the Galaxy S23 Ultra. If all of this materializes, it's going to make a lot of Samsung fans very happy. Will it though? Such has been the conservative nature of Samsung's upgrades in recent years that it feels improbable. There are also rumors that Samsung might remove one of the two zoom sensors altogether. It's evidently a fluid situation right now, as the phone is still about a year away, so it would be foolish to assume that all of these specs have been set in stone. Moreover, the source of this information doesn't have a proven track record, and it somehow feels that we might not get an 8x optical zoom lens. Samsung has been moving too slowly with camera hardware upgrades. It's stuck to upgrading only one camera each year. There were rumors about Samsung testing the sensor shift stabilization system, but the feature never arrives in any of its flagship phones. The first Samsung smartphone with optical image stabilization was the Galaxy S6, which was launched in 2015. Since then, Samsung has improved the performance of OIS but has used the same method, stabilizing the lens. Apple, though, switched from regular OIS to sensor shift OIS with the iPhone 12 Pro Max in 2020, while Samsung was spotted working on sensor shift OIS in 2021 and in 2023. It didn't bring that feature to any of its phones, and it appears that the company's work on sensor shift OIS is continuing. The folks at Galaxy Club spotted a patent filed by Samsung Electromechanics at the end of July 2024. It talks about an actuator for optical image stabilization and camera module including the same, which largely refers to a camera stabilization method similar to sensor shift OIS. It describes how a lower actuation force to stabilize the camera sensor results in a more precise correction of the sensor position. It is clear from the 32-page patent application that Samsung is continuing its work in sensor shift OIS for smartphone cameras. However, it doesn't reveal when the company could actually bring that technology to its smartphones. Anyway guys, I will keep you updated. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.